Welcome to Behind the Bible. Today we are investigating linen. Here in Jamaica, we use that word to describe some everyday things, and the truth is we may not always be using the word correctly. I remember when I was little, we used to have a linen closet in our house. That was where we kept all sorts of cloths and fabrics, tablecloth and napkins and towels and bed sheets. Some of them were linen, but most of them were made from cotton. Some were made from wool, and of course you have a lot of other blends of material. In the Bible, when it talks about linen, it is referring to materials made from the flax plant fibers. Say that 3 times fast, flax plant fibers. And there is a process to get from the flax plant to the fine fabrics that we use in our lives today. To get linen, you first have to grow the flax plant and then you harvest it. Next, the flax goes through a process called retting, which separates the fibers from the stalk of the plant. During this retting, the flax is soaked in water, and we could talk about that for a while, but we're going to move on. After that, the fibers are cleaned and spun into yarn. That yarn is then woven or knitted into sheets of fabric. When you understand the complexity of the manufacturing process, it becomes clear that linen is a truly fine fabric, and it is the result of painstaking, deliberate, and intelligent work. What am I saying? You don't get linen by accident. And that brings us to what linen often symbolizes in the Bible. Linen was associated with righteousness, purity, and holiness. In Exodus chapter 26, we read instructions of how to make the tabernacle and the different curtains that were to be put in the tabernacle. The innermost curtains were made from the finest linen, representing the righteousness of God. Once the tabernacle was completed, it was only the high priest who saw the inner curtains of fine linen. Earlier in Genesis, when Pharaoh promoted Joseph, the Bible tells us that Pharaoh took his signet ring from his own hand and put it on Joseph's. He clothed him with fine linen clothes and put a gold chain around his neck. And that's Genesis 41 verse 42. Linen is a special type of fabric. It was worn by royalty and bestowed as an expensive and highly desirable gift. The priest also wore linen garments. His undergarments, the robe, the turban, and the ephod were all made of fine linen. According to some scholars, linen was sold for twice its weight in gold. That makes linen a very valuable and expensive cloth. Before we go, I want to remind us what it says in Revelation 19 verses 7 to 8. Let us be glad and rejoice and give him glory, for the marriage of the Lamb has come, and his wife has made herself ready. It was granted her to be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white. Fine linen is the righteous deeds of the saints. And that's Revelation 19 verses 7 and 8. The next time we see fine linen or read about it in the Bible, let's remind ourselves that it represents the righteous deeds of the saints. And maybe we can check to see what we are wearing. That was Behind the Bible.